past couple of days, there's been, a lot of game conferences, Summer Games Fest and all that. I watch all these joints because when it comes to games, that's, I do this shit. That's life. Like, I love video games, and if I'm not watching a movie or TV show, I'm playing the game. So when these conferences come around, since we ain't got E3 no more, that's the best we got. Jeff Keighley doing his thing and, keeping it alive. So, we get to find out all the 1 billion games that's coming out, because every single month games come out, and not just any game, dope games. Everybody making games. You know what I mean? So there's no reason to say you don't have nothing to play, unless you just don't have the money to get the shit, which I understand, because there's way too many things coming out. You shouldn't be in the camp saying I don't know what to play. I don't have anything to play. There's always something.
Well, shit. How long have I been out of being serious about gaming? They don't have the platform that displays new video games anymore, like the big.
What platform?
You just said E3 is no longer.
No, E3 been done for years.
Well, okay.
And I'm mad because when I lived in LA, they had that was probably the last E3, and I didn't get a chance to go. So now I'm like, damn, I just never got a chance to go. It was on my bucket list to go to E3. Now I can't do it. It is what it is. But even though E3 is not around anymore, there are things in its place. Like, there's still technically E3 because they got a whole bunch of conventions. I mean, not conventions, a whole bunch of conferences, Gamescom and all of that. So they still have ways to get this out there and let you know, like, yeah, there's 1 billion games coming out. So Summer Games Fest, is going on now, or it might be done over the past few days, and they showed a lot of really dope things. And this one particular game I've been looking at for a while. This is from the makers. Remember that game House of Ashes that we played?
Jesus Christ, yes.
Yeah, they made that. They made a bunch of joints. Devil and Me. They also did the Quarry and a lot of other ones.
House of Ashes was a fucking movie.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would love to go on tour and tell people and tell the world why video games are actually very good for the human life. I've saved more money since I got back into gaming. Less stress. I have things to look forward to. I don't like the risk of me and it's safer because the world is fucked up.
That means there's no reason to go outside. Like, there's a bunch of things you can just lock in and just play it and just stay out of trouble and all that. Like, I love diving into the world of a whole bunch of different games, different genres and all that, because there's always dope shit out there. You know what I mean? And sometimes games come out that you play, you're like, yo, this is the greatest game I've ever played. Expedition 33, like games like that where you just play, you're like, yo, nothing else exists. Don't talk to me. Don't call me. Don't knock on my door. I'm not listening to you. This is all that fucking matters. But this joint, ever since I first saw it, like the setting and everything, and plus the way their games are, where your choices matter, and you fuck up, somebody can fucking die. I love that type of game, and this one right here seems like it might be the craziest one they've ever done. So already I'm hyped for this. So I've seen this, you haven't. Let's check this out. This particular trailer just came out a few days ago. So you see what I'm talking about.
We are going to do this. Just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
Ew, what the fuck?
Those things can change shape.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please. Help us.
So
But
now,
what if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, creative director on Directive
let him talk
8020,
first.
and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices.
in case you fuck
As
up,
with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story
I need
with
that.
multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made. With Turning Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our game.
Oh, shit, it's
If
her.
you want to live by your
Okay.
decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
So pretty much, you take games like this, you know, like House of Ashes and all that, where your choices are locked in. Like you fuck up one thing, the whole story changes, somebody dies, and they just dead. So you take that, and then you put it in this kind of setting where it looks like one of the scariest joints they've ever done. Like it's super fucked up. That's gonna elevate your stress level, and you know that's why I like games like that, because you're trying so hard to make sure motherfuckers survive and you don't fuck up, but then you know you miss one thing and then
That's my thing. Like I love games like that because you introduced me to them, and I love them. And I love the fact that you have to make the right choices, but it also stresses me out while playing because I don't make good decisions in my real life. So I'm on the game looking like, oh shit.
I mean, you just gotta live with it. You know what I mean? You hyper focus on telling, you know, what story you want to happen, or what you think is gonna happen. You know, you pick one thing, end up being something completely different, and then somebody blows up.
It must take them like 10 years to make each game. Because think about it, there's so much that goes into giving different paths for each player. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Like I like things like that because like no run is ever the same. You go through the whole thing and it's one thing, and then you know you try different things, whole story changes, different people survive, different people die, all of that. And this looks like it's actually gonna be scary as fuck. Like that's one thing that I initially thought the quarry was gonna be when I played it. Now I still enjoy the quarry other than Ryan, because fuck him. I can't stand that
Ryan.
motherfucker. But you know what I mean? It didn't really like scare me like I thought it was going to. Like there were a couple of scares that, you know, that got me and everything. But it was still a dope experience. But this right here looks like the setting and all of that, they're gonna fuck with you. This is straight up psychological horror type shit.
Reminds me of Dead Space a little bit too.
Exactly,
Like you're
exactly.
just paranoid. You don't know what is what. You don't know what's about to jump out at you.
You're looking at the wall, you're like, what the fuck is that? You know what I
The
mean?
wall starts moving.
Whenever you see monsters that you don't know how to describe that shit, that level of fucked up, that's what I'm talking about. You ever see Event Horizon?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good. Well, we're gonna watch it. This looks like a combination between like Dead Space, Event Horizon, a whole bunch of joints. This looks fucking crazy. So, you know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers better, you know, prepare yourself, because we're gonna run this shit. And I might leave the choices to y'all and see what y'all do. And if y'all fuck up, then you just gotta live with it. They do have that feature where you can rewind, but we ain't gonna play like that. You just choices matter.
Live with it.
Yeah, you just deal with the consequences, and then you know what I mean, and just keep it moving. We'll see. It depends. If I get attached to somebody and they die, I might, you know, like I might say, well, you know,
No. Live with
Tom
it.
Stone type
No,
shit,
no,
where
live
you
with
know,
it.
just I Agamotto, and then you just rewind that shit, and then
Live with
you know
it.
what I mean? Maybe we'll see. Unless I get attached to a character, and if you kill that character, then I'm gonna say, nah, I'm gonna have to rewind that shit. We'll see how it plays.
You gotta live with that shit. If you kill your favorite character, you didn't kill your favorite
But
character.
what if you kill it though? If I don't, if I kill it, then yeah, it's
Then
my
you
fault.
live with my
But
choices.
no. But then you better make good choices then. That's all I'm saying. I'll be right there with him. Look, what the fuck you doing?
Just give me a minute.
All right, get the fuck out. What
Damn, are they?
wrong with you? Fucking, yo, this fucking shit ass. He's gonna stay.
Please say goodbye to Caleb and Kaylee for me. He's sort of just snuck off.
You'll see him again next year.
Oh shit.
Caleb works at the scrapyard during the off season, and Kaylee, well, she's still figuring.